as we dream together, the sharing, the experiences, the information, and the openness with which we are interacting, that we are able to bring our experiences together from our context so that we may forge a way forward. Now, when we talk of my vision, or how I have been enriched by these discussions and exchange, listening to different women theologians from different parts of the globe, from different contexts, from different disciplines of theology, bringing it all together in context, so that together when we exchange these stories, these experiences, which are really from our sharing and our interactions with the people on the ground, so that we bring it all in theological reflection. I see a vision of women theologians interacting more with the church from the context of their experiences, so that we are able to interpret with theological reflections the issues that are affecting women religious today and their congregations. As we listen to one another during these days, some of the emerging questions are: is it possible for us to change the traditional models and structures of religious life so that we have a shift to new approaches, new models, which can be more relevant, which can speak to the church and the world more? Thank you.
From the theological point of view?
Yes. That the image and models of religious life so far, it is a life that some people see it as doing, that we go to do, we go to perform, we go to give people. But we are now being called to be, a life of being, that we witness to the presence of charismatic gifts that we embody, so that we bring the change, the transformation, not with our hands, but with our being. That could be one example of how these models may change. When we talk of theology as ideals or as doctrines and theological expressions, the reality or the distance between reality and theology is, for instance, I would like to have a church which is more feminine oriented, a church where women are more engaged in the discussions of moving forward the whole new phenomenon of synodality that Pope Francis has invited the church to. But the reality is, I'm aware of the hierarchical dimension of the church. Women religious are still looking for the space and the opportunity to be able to participate in this dialogue. So the reality is a bit limiting from what theology is. And my desire is that if we can bridge the gap between reality and theology, then we'll have a more transformative church. That the whole theme of this symposium is dreaming together. We would like to dream together. That after sharing and listening to all these experiences and stories from all parts of the world, that I would bring these realities in context. How am I going to apply what the global realities are presenting in context, to contextualize it in my own experience and in my own context, so that I get insights from the others, insights that are going to enrich my ministry, my mission as a theologian, so that I'm able to interpret. My dream is that we are able to interpret theological concepts and realities to a way that they are able to be accepted, and that will call on us or call on me to package it so that it is acceptable and it is understood in my context and in my realities. That is my dream. One of them is this gathering us together. And I really applaud UISG for this, to look for us from all over the world and bring us together so that we start dreaming. I would desire to see more of this coming together and also taking it down to our different regions, different contexts, because we already have the associations, we already have the groupings from the regions we come, so that UISG can also come to where we are, so that we are able to dream not just globally, but also in our local realities. That is another support, apart from this group that has been created. Create the space where all voices can be listened to in the context of theologians. That as theologians, we are able to listen to one another. The next way in which theological reflection can help synodality is to know that when we have all these theological realities of our times, especially in consecrated life, we are able to interpret them in the light of the realities of the world, so that we are able to bridge the gap from what the realities of the people of God are, and our knowledge and expertise, so that it becomes a service to the people of God, not just an academic achievement or something that we just teach. It becomes a ministry. Then, for me, that is advancing synodality. That the theologian women religious is able to also make a contribution in the journey of listening to the list of the voices.